Hello everyone and welcome back to another installment of Art Student Watches Animated Movie. I am your resident illustration major and today we are watching a very special movie, to me at least, because it is a special day. Tomorrow. My birthday is tomorrow, by the way. I'm turning 21, the big 21. Oh my goodness. So I figured why not celebrate by watching one of my favorite movies ever made. I'm obsessed with it. And that movie, of course, is Spirit, Stallion of the CIMARRON. I am so excited to watch this movie, guys. Y'all don't even know. I love this movie so much. I don't even remember the first time I watched it as a kid, but I just remember really loving it and wanting everybody to watch it because I was like, this is it. This is the best movie. And it is. I was right. It's great. And this is the first DreamWorks movie that we're watching on this channel, which is crazy to me. I'm surprised that we didn't even touch DreamWorks up until this point. But before we get into it, I do want to talk about requests real quick because I do really appreciate requests. Definitely leave them in the comments, please. I see them. I'm just like, thank you. And I did actually start keeping a list. Like, look at me. I started writing a list of movies down and it's color coded too. Crazy, right? It looks great. But because of that, it might be a while until I get to your requests, is all I'm gonna say. Also, I know we just finished like a little mini trilogy of watching the 3 Irish folklore movies from that studio, and I just want to say I'm probably not gonna do like a larger series than that because I do want to spread out and kind of mix and match different studios, you know? Like, I'm not gonna watch all the Disney Renaissance movies at once, or all the DreamWorks movies at once, or all the Ghibli movies at once. Like, it's good. I want it to be like spread out a little bit more so we could get some variety, and it's essentially like whatever I feel like watching in the moment. I know a lot of people have been saying Fantasia, and we will be watching Fantasia next week, so spoilers, be prepared for that. But yes, so that's that. But for now, let's get into watching my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm actually like really hyped for this. I freaking love this movie. Okay, keep it cool, keep it calm, cool.
The story that I want to tell you cannot be found in a book.
Tell it, Matt Damon. Oh wait, guys, you're not even prepared for this.
In a time when wild horses ran free.
Yes! The way that hits, oh my god. Also, I'm not a horse girl, by the way. Just because I was obsessed with this movie and I went to horse camp 2 summers, you know, that was only a week. Just because I played Barbie Horse Adventures does not make me a horse girl. I was not a horse girl. I don't know how much I'm gonna actually comment on the environments because they're literally drawing it pretty much to the T. I mean, taking a much more realistic approach to it. The music hit in this? Wait. Yes! Okay. Cool way of showing Spirit's character while also showing off another animal of the American Plains. Very cool. Very nice. And then we get this sick transition! Hello!
So I grew from colt to stallion, as wild and reckless.
And the music picks up too! Holy like, I can't describe how much this soundtrack goes hard. I literally can't. Just listen to it. Look how realistic the clouds look. I cannot paint realistic clouds to save my goddamn life. This song kills me! Oh my god. Notice how I said this song kills me before the song even started? What am I? I've seen this movie so many goddamn times. That's stunning too. Should I talk about this? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this movie is going to be a good example of like basing your environments on realistic natural environments, but like enhancing them just slightly so that you can bring out the natural beauty of them. It's interesting actually that we are watching this after the Irish folklore movies because they manipulated the environments very heavily to do very specific shots, like shot composition, but this one's going to be a lot less noticeable, I feel. So they're really going to need to like manipulate the natural environment to get really good looking shots. Amazing. Wonderful. Beautiful. Love it. Oop, look out. Can we just say how out there the fire flicker looks? Because we've been seeing a lot of cool, you know, greens and blues in the background and then boom, bright orange. It just looks foreign to the environment, which it is, so you already know something's up even if you don't know what it is. Hey mama, check this out. What is that? I don't know. I'm gonna go check it out. Can we
Something
just
new came upon the
acknowledge...
land one night.
Oh, shush, Matt Damon, shush. Can we just acknowledge how impressive it is, the fact that they went with no dialogue for the horses and they didn't make them just talking animals? Can we just acknowledge that? It just boggles my mind, the fact that they were like, yeah, we're gonna make our main characters animals. No, they're not gonna talk. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Like, what? Who made that decision? It was a great decision, but I'm like, can you imagine hearing that as like a producer or an executive or something and being like, what do you mean the animals aren't gonna talk? It's a kid's movie. They have to talk. No, they don't. We just get the sounds of Matt Damon. And the way that they were able to get expressions for the horses and you know exactly what they're thinking and what they're saying without any dialogue is insane to me. It's so impressive. It's like everything else is working together. Regardless, even if there wasn't any narration, it wouldn't matter. It's the expression work. The music is also helping immensely to set the mood of the characters.
A wiser horse might have turned and run.
And we got people.
But I wanted to know what strange creatures were here.
The people in this movie look really solid as well. Very grounded character design, but they look great.
Come on, boys, let's go!
I love how we're slowly transitioning into like it becoming daytime, so we have a lot of like pale colors going on right now. He's like, hey guys, and then boom. You don't need dialogue when your character has such an expressive voice like that. You know exactly what their emotions are. I love the rocks in this movie. Is that weird to say? This part kills me. Watch this. Firstly, remember what I was talking about with the lighting and stuff? Alright, we had it nighttime before, so that we could see the very intense contrast between the fire and the night sky, whatever. And it starts to become daybreak, a lot of pale light going on in the morning, and then boom. This is the first time we see the really bright, intense sun like this, and it's giving a lot of contrast. You know, we've talked about lighting and contrast meaning, like, danger and stuff in previous movies, but I feel like it's interesting in this one because they're using it a lot more realistically, instead of, like, you know, very stylized. Can I just... this entire sequence of him getting caught like that angle is crazy. It's so difficult. Horses are inherently very difficult to draw. Y'all need to acknowledge that. This entire movie is impressive just because of the fact that they were able to draw horses that look this good and look this, like, realistic and natural, right? Just the fact that they were able to pull that off, but, like, look how, like, intense the perspective in foreshortening is. Just watch for the foreshortening. Look at that. Amazing. That is so difficult to do to me. Imagine having to put this, like, 3D... like, form in a 2D space and having to make it look like it is a 3D form actually reaching towards you. That's, like, foreshortening. And it's very difficult to do because you have to figure out how to layer things on top of one another in proportion to one another. And it's really hard to, like, switch your brain because, I mean, in your head, this piece of the arm is, like, longer than the hand, right? But if you look at it from this angle, the hand is longer than the longer piece of the arm. So you have to, like, fix your brain and kind of rewire it to be able to see things that way. So it's very difficult to do, which is why that shot was so impressive to me. Anyways, let's move on. This part's devastating to me. The emotions here. Like, that hurts. That horse in distress noise and then the mom's, like, anguished call before she has to walk away. No words needed. You get it. That hurt. This song goes so hard. Oh my god, wait for it, wait for it. Wait for it.
You can't take me, I'm free.
Yes, with the lightning too. This goes so hard. I'm so sorry. This soundtrack's, it's amazing. Stunning as well. Colors are amazing. Actually, this is a new concept we could talk about. I haven't mentioned this before. Lighting has color, right? Follow me on this. So when you have colored lighting, which you typically have, especially with the sun going down, there's a thing called the golden hour, by the way. I learned about that in photography class, where when the sun's going down, everything is like, has this kind of orange tint to it. We're seeing that here. I mean, you could tell with the long shadows. Sun's going down, right? Here's the thing. There's a rule it's not a hard and fast rule, but it's like, it's a good rule, where if you have warm colored lighting, your shadows will be a cool tone. And if you have cool toned lighting, your shadows will be a warmer color. And we could see that here. You have very warm orange lighting and very cool shadows. And it gives a beautiful contrast to where you're able to see the characters very easily, because, I mean, the cooler shadows in the corners here don't really, like, catch your attention, and you immediately go to the more saturated areas in the piece, right? Which is the orange, and then you go to the higher contrast areas, which is the orange and the darker horses and the cool blue shadows that they have. Got it, good. And you can observe this in real life too with the cool shadows and warm lighting. It's not like all the time, especially if it is like overcast or something, which is an entirely different kind of set of rules of painting light and stuff. But it is a pretty good shorthand if you're trying to figure out color palettes. And if you want to have like a more vibrant colored shadow and you're like, I don't know what color to pick, well, just pick some random colored lighting and then pick the inverse of that for the shadow and the color, and boom, bada bing. I love the blue uniforms against the very pale yellow. I'm guessing that the blue uniforms are like historically accurate. So maybe the decision to make the environment look very pale and monochromatic, like pale yellow, is probably the decision that they made to make them stand out more. It is cool too, since we just walk through a lot of different like environments and stuff that have such vibrant colors, and then you get here and it's very like washed out and pale and depressing looking. And this guy, what a good villain. I hate this man. I imagine getting bit by a horse is exceedingly painful. I never got bit by a horse. I was a good child at horse camp. I did get thrown off once, but it wasn't my fault.
Not the stables.
The post.
The corral.
Oh, this should be fun. Wait, this song also slaps. All these songs slap.
Oh, but if you wanna have a go, get off of my back.
That's a direct challenge, my friend.
My heart galloped through the skies that night. Back to
That line has warrior cat energy, I'm sorry to say. Listen, I wasn't a horse girl, but I was a warrior cat kid. Let that be known. I'm not denying that. Yo did not have to do that. My god. I mean, they do not have any air conditioning. True, true.
We caught a hostile!
My man? Can I just say? Apparently I can't, because my camera stopped recording. Can I just say? So, we already talked about how hard horses are to draw, but obviously people are also hard to draw. And the way that they were able to draw realistic forms, like realistically proportioned forms, but also simplifying them in order to have them be able to be animated, very impressive. You know, the way that they were able to stylize it to get, like, to break it down to the most basic lines that you need to show the forms of the anatomy, but still keeping it, like, properly proportioned looks really impressive to me. They just have a really strong sense of realistic anatomy in this movie is what I'm trying to say. Looks great, looks wonderful, love it. I feel like we're going to be talking a lot about figure drawing if we ever watch Tarzan, which we will eventually because I freaking love Tarzan. This whole speech too, my goodness.
There are those in Washington who believe the West will never be settled. A hostile Lakota will never submit to Providence.
You ever just want to...
It would say this horse could never be broken. Discipline, time, and patience.
Sometimes a horse has got to do what a horse has got to do.
He said, I'll put my hoof down.
It was one of those times.
This. Eye to eye, like this. Look at that. Ooh.
Secure that horse!
Look out! Look out! Oh dear. I just think it's interesting how we just got a speech, like, directly correlating Spirit and his character arc to the West, and as, like, Western expansion comes in, right? Our man just said that. He's like, oh, some people say that the horse could never be broken, just how they say that the West can never be conquered. And it's like, okay, you just said that. And I think it's interesting how the character representing American, like, colonial expansion into indigenous land, like, directly said, like, oh, you know, he was putting on a front of it being, like, a very noble thing, being like, oh, through patience and hard work, we will conquer this land for the better. But then immediately as he's hit with conflict and that things don't go his way, all that patience goes out the window, and then he's like, screw it, I'm just gonna shoot the horse. Okay, sir. Yikes. Again, very blatant, but it's a kid's movie, so it should be, I think. I feel like I'm not really that equipped to, like, articulate those points very well. Like, I'm not well studied in this. I'm an art student, for God's sakes, but it's a pretty, I mean, it's a simple discussion if it's in a kid's movie, I guess. It's pretty obvious what you're supposed to feel, so.
I wasn't sure what happened back there, and I wasn't about to stop and ask.
Ooh, it's pretty horse time, pretty horse time. Pretty horse time, where is she? Love this girl. My goodness, look at that. Stunning. I know we talked about how the fire in the opening scene was, like, kind of contradictory to the environment around it because of how, like, foreign the bright light was. But look, I mean, the fire in this scene is, like, inside of the, like, it's covered, right? And it's a lot more soft, so I feel like it's a lot less abrasive.
Steady. Steady. I'm not going to hurt you.
Oh my god, this song is so good too. Stop! It's gonna make me cry. I don't think they play the whole Brother Under the Sun song in this movie though, but that was just like the instrumental from it. Oh, look how much more vibrant the area is now that we're out of that depressing settlement. Look at that. God, she's gorgeous. They're really having her like glow in the light. Look at that. Alright, sir, slow down. God, they're so cute. I love them so much. But he's not having it. Understandable. You know, his only interactions with humans up until this point was pretty negative, so, you know. Dang!
Mayors.
Mayors, okay. Okay, sir. Oh my god, wait. This is so cute. This scene, when they are tied together, everything that happens, stunning, gorgeous. Just watch. I say that as if y'all haven't also seen this movie. Seeing horses sit like this is so bizarre. Can I just say? That looks weird. Like, not that they drew it incorrectly, just that when horses sit like that, it's weird. I don't like it. They're not meant to do that.
So, I let her show me her world.
Nice. Very stylish. I know that markings on the horses have like certain meanings. I don't know what they are, but very cool. The little girl is so stinking cute. This entire scene kills me. Oh my goodness. Also, can we just say, hold on, y'all. When they cut his hair, I mean, it was also like symbolic of them trying to like strip his freedom or whatever, but it was also smart because now we get to see the progression of time while he's staying with, I don't know why I was gonna say Littlefoot. Oh my god. Little Creek. I said Littlefoot. Man's hanging out with dinosaurs. When he's hanging out with them, you could see how long it's been. So, like, I mean, his hair's got a little bit longer. It's been a little while. He's starting to warm up with humans, you know? Very cool. He lets this little girl get close to him. It's so cute. Oh, stop.
Bye-bye, horsey.
Ah! If your heart does not melt at that line, I don't know, like, heart of stone, I guess. Win over a lady's heart with an apple. Probably work on me too, honestly. Yummy. Also, look how long his hair is. Look how long it's been. Very cool. Apple, my lady. Tips hat. He's not that kind of guy. This scene. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do I even need to say anything? Y'all can see it with your own eyes. Gorgeous, stunning. No one gets to laugh at him but me. They have a connection. Look at that. Oh my god. No. Oh, so cute.
I'm never gonna ride you, am I?
Oh.
And no one ever should.
And no one ever should. Oh, my heart.
Go on, get out of here.
Oh my god.
Go home.
And then he's like, alright, bye. Oh. There are tears in my eyes. I don't know if that counts as crying, but that might have been the first scene. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. No! This POV shot is sick, too. Look at that. Wow. I hate this man! Ah! No! Absolutely not, sir. Fuck off. He's like, that's the horse from months ago. Wait a minute. God, the music in this is so intense as well. Jeez. Horses should not fall down waterfalls. They look so helpless. Like, what are they gonna do? I guess they can swim a little bit. I'm glad that we established that they could swim in very calm waters in that very beautiful scene. Not his little sad horse face. No!
I lay beside her that night.
Tell me, Matt Damon. No! This is absolutely devastating. And her sad cry. Oh my god!
You saved my life.
Now we're back to another washed out, depressing looking area. Everything with the train kills me. And his horse friends also got captured. But they're like, hey buddy! Sorry, my girlfriend died, I'm really sad. I can't imagine watching this movie for the first time. After Bambi absolutely destroyed me. I would not be able to handle this if I didn't watch it when I was 6. They said sad horse hours. Horses get depressed. Like, that looks gorgeous, but also sad. And then the song picks up. Actually, stop. I can't. I'm crying. You did it again, movie. And then they just dissolve. He knows what to do. He knows what to do. If you ever want to leave horse depression, just hallucinate your family in the snow, and then you'll be good to go.
Was we had to find a way to escape and get back home.
That's right. Use that horsey brain. He's going after him. Yes.
They were headed to my homeland, and I had to stop them.
That's right, buddy. That looks like so ungodly heavy. How do even this amount of horses, how are they even able to pull that? I don't even know. Damn. Heck yeah! Freedom! I've always wondered how they survive because they're still like strapped together like that. They still have like chains and stuff. Like, are they good? This part though, this part kills me. They truly were able to capture the size of this like locomotive. Like, I thought it looked heavy before, but look at this. And then this part. Just boom. Jeez. I can't imagine seeing that thing rolling down the hill. Imagine being like in an outhouse or something. What if you were inside, you didn't see it? Like that guy. Man's so lucky. Wow. Talk about uncontrolled fire before, at the very beginning with the little fire pit. Alright, saving the day, my man, saving the day! Jumping in the nice cool water, calm, cool. Everything's fine. Force is burning over there, but you know what? We're good.
I knew I would find you.
So cute. Yikes. Oh no. Oh dear, now we get the most killer chase scene. Oh my god. He's like, oh shoot, gotta go back for my person. Ah! Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. I've always loved the rock formations in this scene. Look how vibrant they look. That looks stunning. I find drawing like cliffs and rocks and stuff exceedingly difficult. Like, I've tried multiple times. It's so hard. Why is the music so good in this? Oh no. Oh yes. Iconic, iconic. The most iconic shot. Here we go. Amazing. Like, again, do I even need to say anything? You don't even need to see it. You can feel it. It's just like the swell of emotion, I think, is what gets me with that. Also, it being pretty impressive. And the relationship in their eyes! Ah! And then they earn his respect. Sure. Your gift, being able to live. Something they should have already been able to do, but okay. But this song killed me. And then he's like, hey, we're besties now. So good. Look how genuinely happy and excited he is to be able to ride the horse. Ah! So cute. She really said, I'm gonna have the most grand entrance because you're gonna feel like you're seeing a ghost. It's your lady friend. Oh, she's surprised to see him too. Aww.
You will always be in my heart.
Stop! Stop, sir!
Spirit who could not be broken.
And then they hug. Oh! Stop right now, I'm crying again.
But that goodbye was harder than I ever imagined.
Bro, I know it is! I feel that! Oh my god. I knew the movie was gonna do this to me. I knew it. Sing it out, Bryan Adams. Let's go. Stunning. Oh yeah, this is the same spot, but now he's got new friend acquired. Everybody say thank you, Bryan Adams, for gifting us with that amazing soundtrack, and Hans Zimmer. Thank you, guys. Amazing. There's still tears in my eyes, guys. I can't with that movie. It gets me. I knew it was gonna get me, and it got me. You got me there. I'm just really happy that this movie, like, exists and that it was able to be such a strong part of my childhood, just because I feel like it's a thing where you have your childhood media and you watch it as an adult and it's, like, not as good or it's not as magical as it used to be. But to me, this movie was, like, still holds up, right? But I'm also just happy that the art in this movie is also standing out really well. I mean, I can see in the future some of the implemented, like, 3D elements are going to be more noticeable, but it's still super impressive. And just, again, the fact that they didn't let the animals talk and they just let their expressions and, like, natural horse noises kind of do the talking for them is, again, like, I cannot even think about how that was like to try and pitch that. Like, that's so amazing that they were able to do that, and it just shows how almost, like, mature this movie is in a way, and how it's really nice that you can appreciate it a lot as an adult. And it's just great. I mean, as I turn 21 tomorrow and I'm losing my childhood, it's just nice to still have pieces of my childhood that, like, not only do I still like, but I can appreciate more as I'm getting older. It kind of, like, makes leaving my childhood a lot less scary, you know? Just comforting to me as a kid, and it is still comforting to me as an adult, so it's wonderful. I'm surprised that we got through this entire video without bringing up the new spirit. Can I complain for a second? Y'all want to hear me complain for a second? What is that? I have no idea, and I know, I don't want to be a grouchy adult being like, oh, these new children taking my childhood media, but, like, what are they doing? I know I haven't seen it, so I can't talk about, like, the themes of the movie or something, but, like, out of all the things, like, it's just, like, I feel like it looks like a generic horse girl movie, though, and it's, like, you're taking something that was so seeped in, like, historical context and had, like, such a strong purpose of, like, commenting on colonialization and stuff like that, and you make some generic horse girl movie out of it, and it's like you just stripped it of all of its, like, mature value, you know? Like, what the hell is this? It's like you look at this movie and you're like, oh, it's just a kid's movie, so let's make another kid's movie. It's like, it's so much more than that, you know? Anyways, I hate that this movie exists, and I hate that kids growing up today are growing up with this movie instead of the actual good version. Like, I didn't think that Spirit was, like, a super popular movie anyways. I can understand if it's, like, an IP that's, like, gonna bring in the money. Like, kids don't know about Spirit if they hadn't watched it before, if they're, like, the age to appreciate this movie. And I feel like adults who liked Spirit have enough, like, brains to recognize how bad this is compared to the original. You know what I mean? Like, who is this for? Like, why did they do this? I hate it. I hate it. Anyways, with that bitterness out of the way, why don't we end the video here? Anyways, the original's great, and I'm gonna pretend like it's the only one in existence to save my sanity. So, that was that. That was Spirit, Stallion, Cimarron, one of my favorite movies. It was amazing. I know we do have to get to other DreamWorks movies after this as well, so I will look into doing that, but there's only, like, a handful of really good 2D animated DreamWorks movies and that, like, exist, you know, because they switched to 3D pretty early, so, you know. But we'll watch them eventually, even though next week we are doing Fantasia, I promise you, so spoilers about that. Again, last time we did that Irish folklore trilogy, so if you want to check out those videos, the last one that we watched was Secret of the Kells and Wolfwalkers, so if you want to check those out, check them out. And if you enjoyed these videos, consider subscribing to check out what we're going to be doing next. And if you want to see some of my art, you could check out my Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. I also have a Twitch where I do some art live streams, so if you want to pop on by, chat about whatever, check that out. But that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.